In ancient Egypt, a Hebrew baby boy was born during a dark time when Pharaoh feared the growing power of the Israelites. To control the situation, Pharaoh commanded that all Hebrew baby boys be thrown into the Nile River. But one brave mother, Jochebed, could not bear to lose her son. She hid him for 3 months, and when hiding became too risky, she crafted a basket from reeds, placing her baby inside, sending him floating down the river, with his sister watching from the bank. What happened next was nothing short of a miracle. The Pharaoh's daughter found the basket, fell in love with the child, and named him Moses, which means drawn out of the water. Moses grew up in the palace, but as he matured, he became increasingly aware of his true heritage. One day, witnessing an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave, he acted in anger and killed the soldier. Fearing for his life, Moses fled to the desert, where he became a shepherd. Years passed, and one fateful day, while tending his flock, Moses encountered a burning bush that was not consumed by flames. God spoke to him, commanding Moses to return to Egypt and free the Israelites from slavery. Reluctantly, Moses obeyed and confronted Pharaoh, but Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he refused to let the Israelites go. God unleashed 10 devastating plagues upon Egypt, the first turning the Nile into blood, followed by frogs, lice, and more. Each time, Pharaoh relented only to change his mind. Finally, after the last plague, which struck down the firstborn of Egypt, Pharaoh let them go. As Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, they reached the Red Sea, trapped with Pharaoh's army closing in. In a moment of divine intervention, God instructed Moses to raise his staff, and the waters parted, creating a dry path. The Israelites crossed, and when Pharaoh's army pursued, the waters crashed back down, drowning them. But the journey was far from over. They wandered the desert for years, facing hunger and thirst. Yet God provided manna from heaven and water from a rock. On Mount Sinai, Moses received the 10 Commandments, guiding the people in righteousness. After years of trials, Moses knew his time was drawing near. He would not enter the promised land, but prepared Joshua to lead the Israelites into their new home. Moses' legacy of faith, courage, and obedience to God would echo through the ages.